Every single taxpayer needs a tax plan. If you have ever owed money to the IRS when filing a return, I repeat, you need a tax plan. But sadly, most people don't have one. And if I'm being honest, most people don't even know what a tax plan is. If you asked a random person right now if they have a tax plan, I am willing to bet you that they would have no idea what you are talking about. And that is why 90% of people forfeit too much of their hard-earned money to Uncle Sam. But luckily, that will not be you, because if you stick around until the end of this short video, you will learn exactly what tax planning is, the process to create your own tax plan, and for those who stick around here, I'll even show you what a proper tax plan looks like. My name is Sherman the CPA, and I tax plan every single day for business owners at mycpacoach.com. And today I'm going to give you the best understanding of this topic, so let's get right into it. All right, so let's properly define tax planning so you can understand how all of this works. So what is a tax plan? Here is my favorite definition. According to Cornell law, tax planning is when you use the tax law to, key phrase, pay the least amount of taxes possible. Now, the tax law consists of over 70,000 pages of tax deductions, tax credits, and other tax incentives that all help you pay less taxes. But most people actually cannot take advantage of those incentives, not because they are not eligible, but because they simply do not know they exist. A tax plan will identify which parts of the tax law can help you reduce your own taxes. But how exactly is that done? Let's look back at the definition. So they go on to say that tax planning consists of the analysis of the taxpayer's financial situation, again, in order to pay the lowest amount of tax. Now, this analysis should examine your income level, the type of income you're earning, your tax bracket, and most importantly, the amount of taxes you currently pay or expect you will pay. Then your plan should identify opportunities to reduce your taxes from that point. With that said, let me say this because this is extremely important. Your tax analysis is critical to reducing your taxes. There's too many people following general tax tips and advice online that makes absolutely no sense for them to be doing. You cannot follow general tax advice without an analysis because everybody's financial situation is different. What one person does to reduce their taxes may be completely different from what you do because your financial situation is probably a little bit different from theirs. And furthermore, what you will want to do with your money may be different from what they want to do with their money, and so on. So do yourself a favor and start by getting a tax analysis that is specific to your unique situation. You need a careful, complete, and comprehensive tax analysis in order to start moving the right pieces to reduce your tax liability. And once you do that, you can move on to my favorite part about tax planning, which could be summarized in one word: arrangement. Tax planning is not just an analysis. Once you have that, you have to arrange your financial situation to reduce your taxes in accordance with the tax law. If you want to change your tax, you have to change your facts. The tax analysis tells you the facts, but the arrangement changes those facts. Now you may be wondering, what changes can you make to reduce your taxes? Now I'm going to show you some examples here in a second, but on the highest level, it involves reducing the amount of income you report on your tax return. You see, your tax liability is based on your income. The more income you report, the more taxes you will pay. The less income you report, the less taxes you will pay. But don't get this confused. That does not mean you have to earn less income to pay less taxes. That's where the tax law comes into play here. The entire tax code is basically a rubric to reducing your income taxes. There's tax deductions, tax credits, and even investments you can make that will actually reduce the amount of income you report on your return. This is how billionaires like Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos pay almost 0% of their income in taxes. And now, because you made it to this point in the video, I'm going to log right into my tax planning software and show you what a tax plan looks like. Now, I paid north of $10,000 for this software and I'm showing it to you for free. So if you're enjoying this video, please let YouTube know by clicking the like button below. All right, so remember, tax planning is a two-step process: analysis and arrangement. So when conducting your analysis, you should look at every part of your financial situation, like your filing status, your retirement goals, owning or renting your home, businesses you own, family members you support, investments or purchases you are planning to make, or other deductions you are already taking. And once you do that, you should also look at all sources of your income, whether that is wages from your W-2 job, dividends from your investments, or income from businesses you own. By the end of your tax analysis, you should have a crystal clear picture of the amount of tax you will pay based on your current situation and your current income level. As an example here, let's just say you are expected to owe about $62,000 in taxes. Then you can start planning to reduce this amount by as much as possible with the second phase, arrangement. For example, as an individual, you can look at taking the itemized deduction versus the standard deduction, the best retirement plan for you to reduce your taxes, the best vehicles to use to donate to charity, the best ways to write off your medical and health expenses, or making tax-deductible investments. And as a business, you can look at using the best entity to reduce your taxes, writing off a portion of your personal expenses like your home office, business meals, and even travel. And you can also take a look at various tax-deferred accounts amongst several other things. And when it's all said and done, the changes you make should be reducing your taxes. So if you were my client in this scenario, I would be showing you a tax plan that saves you over $60,000 in taxes, taking your tax bill from $62,000 to less than $2,000. Now, this is why every taxpayer needs a tax plan, or at the very least, they need to educate themselves on what they should be doing to reduce their own taxes. Now, I'm going to be doing live walkthroughs of tax planning scenarios with our subscribers on this channel. So if you're interested in talking to me about your tax matters, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Or if you need immediate assistance, apply to get a tax plan that is guaranteed to reduce your taxes right now at mycpacoach.com.